turn to our final panelist, Congresswoman Giffords. It's a pleasure to have you here.
Good morning, Chairwoman Lofgren. Good morning, Ranking Member King and Chairman Conyers. It's an honor to be here testifying before your committee today. I believe the reason why I was selected is because I come from Tucson, Arizona, the 8th Congressional District, where we have about a 114-mile part of the 2000 U.S.-Mexico border. To give you some context about how difficult illegal immigration is in my district, last year the Tucson sector of the Border Patrol apprehended 387,000 illegal immigrants in just 1 year. So clearly, when you look at about approximately 1,000 illegal immigrants a day, we are shouldering the burden of this illegal immigration crisis. And in addition to knowing a lot about border security, my constituents have a broad understanding of the immigration crisis as a whole. They know, and I agree, that an enforcement-only approach to immigration will not fix our problem. This Congress has to improve our visa programs, upgrade and expand the federal government's capacity to verify documents, give employers the tools they need to check the citizenship of employees, and take a thoughtful look at our economy and the real workforce needs that our businesses have. As you know, the Arizona legislature in January chose to take action in response to the federal government's inaction to fix our system, and we became the first state to mandate that all Arizonans use the E-Verify system. As the first state, I believe that the Arizona experience is of great interest here in Washington. I believe that the Arizona experience should inform the ongoing debate about employment verification and whether the current E-Verify program administered through DHS should be extended and or mandated nationwide. Some of the businesses that have signed up have reported a variety of challenges and problems using E-Verify. They're finding it complicated, unreliable, and burdensome. They're having great difficulty getting answers from DHS to their problems about the system. I've heard from employers, employees, and privacy rights advocates who are very vocal that nationally mandating E-Verify as is would be potentially disastrous for our nation. They are all experiencing the downfalls of using an inaccurate database with inadequate privacy protections. Between October of 2006 and March 2007, roughly 3,000 foreign-born U.S. citizens were initially flagged as not work authorized. These errors have specifically impacted Arizona workers who have had their ability to work wrongfully impacted. The experience of Arizona employers and employees makes it clear that we can do better and that action is needed. And Madam Chair, I would like to enter into the records a document that the Immigration Policy Center about E-Verify for Arizona, because I think it would be important for members to look at.
Without objection, that will be made part of the record.
Thank you. Having reflected on what's happening in my state of Arizona and the challenges that we have seen, I think that we need a system that incorporates three primary elements. One, explicit preemption of state laws such as the one in Arizona so that the business community has an even playing field across the entire country. Two, real privacy protections for U.S. citizens and for legal workers. And three, liability protections for employers who play by the rules. That is the reason why I've joined with Ranking Member Johnson with H.R. 5515, the New Employee Verification Act, or NEVA, because it provides a simplified, effective, and balanced alternative to the E-Verify system. NEVA is carefully crafted to ensure a legal workforce, safeguard workers' identities, and protect Social Security. It is also realistic, Madam Chair. Under NEVA, U.S. citizens would be verified through the Social Security database and not funneled through DHS as currently occurs under E-Verify. Only non-citizens would be verified through DHS. This bill protects the Social Security Administration's privacy mission and trust funds by authorizing employment verification only through funds appropriated in advance. And as we testified before in the Social Security Subcommittee, that is critical. By making Social Security the agency with primary responsibility, acknowledging the Social Security base is crucial to a functioning system. We do not take the risk that funds intended for Social Security get bottlenecked in another agency. NEVA fights identity theft by allowing the use of private sector contractors certified by the federal government to authenticate the identity of employees. And this is a defining characteristic of the legislation that makes it functional and unique when compared to other employment verification legislation. NEVA has been widely well received in Arizona. The Chamber and CEO President of the Tucson Metropolitan Chamber, the Sierra Vista Area Chamber of Commerce, the Marana Chamber of Commerce, all the business chambers that actually have to deal currently with the E-Verify system are turning to NEVA as a very good alternative. As this subcommittee considers the current employee verification proposals, please take the Arizona experience to heart. Southern Arizonans, just like all Americans, expect their elected officials to find solid, sensible solutions to the greatest challenges of our day, and we know that is our broken immigration system. The fact that the system has become polarized, radioactive, divisive, and ugly is evident that our Congress has to act responsibly. Only by developing a realistic, long-term solution for undocumented populations living in our United States with a targeted, effective enforcement of the realistic laws will we restore legality and legitimacy to our immigration system. Madam Chair, just in closing, if Congress does nothing or simply extends the E-Verify system without much needed reform, such as state preemption or employee protections, we will have failed. Thank you for this opportunity to allow me to testify before all of you today.
Thank you very much.